This week's parsha is parsha Terumah, where we deal with, of course, the order to build the Mishkan, and where we start getting the donations in from the Jewish people. And so we start going in and going through all of the items that are in the Mishkan, that serve the Mishkan. So very interestingly, we obviously speak about the Aron, that's pretty quickly. That's in chapter 25, verse 10. That's where we start speaking about it. And if we just skip over to verse 11, Yud Aleph, it says, V'tzipite oto zahav tahor mibayit u'mechutz tetzapenu, v'asita lav zer zahav saviv. Right? You shall cover it with pure gold, from within and from without shall you cover it, and shall make on it a gold zer all around. Now, what is a zer? What is that? So I heard this from my Rosh Yeshiva, Rabbi Gershenfeld. A zer is a diadem, or the way our school translated as a crown, but we get the idea, a diadem, a crown, same thing. And that's a very interesting word. Why doesn't the Torah just say a keter? That's the much more common word. Why do we say zer? And moreover, just taking a closer look at the word zer, zer comes from the word zar, which is weird. It's strange. That's what the word means. Like avodah zara, right? It's like a strange service. It's foreign. What are you doing? And actually, interestingly, says Rabbi Gershenfeld, this word azar is also the shortish, right? The root for a different word. It's to say zrizut, to be a zaris, right? It's commonly translated as alacrity. When a person learns Mesilat Yesharim, he suddenly becomes familiar with this concept of this midah of zrizut, being alacritus, that is to say, moving quickly, going about their things in an expeditious manner. So what's the connection between these things? Now, says Rav Bernstein, that's because a person, if you were to see somebody who's a zaris, you'd probably think that that person was weird. Why? Because they're going about, they look like they have purpose, and they're moving quickly, and they, people often make fun of these kind of swift-moving people. That just relax, chill out. What are you in such a rush for? You know what I mean? Just take your time, take it easy, relax. That's not what Zrizim are all about. Because when a person is a zaris, they're going about making sure to make things going, to make sure that they are moving things around, and ultimately, hopefully, they become great people. And that is actually the lesson that we have here with this zer. Why does the Aron need to have a crown on it? What is this? And the answer is because at first, especially when a person starts engaging in Torah, it looks weird. It looks strange. And that's the route to greatness. A person who wants to become great, not only in Torah but in anything, a person who's great generally stands out from the crowd. That's what it means almost to be great. That doesn't necessarily mean everyone needs to notice you. The point is, by being a great person, that means that you're not like everyone else. And in order to be like that, the things that a person needs to get engaged in is generally it makes him look weird. And the reason why that is because he's not like everybody else. And by doing that, you look strange and you stand out from the crowd. And that is the lesson here. That if a person wants to get a zer, wants to get a crown to become great, then they need to do strange things. And that, at the end of the day, is often what happens when a person becomes religious, or at least starts moving along that direction. Right? Suddenly, they're not hanging out on Friday nights anymore. They start speaking differently. They may not be swearing as much. They may not be talking about the same things. They don't want to gossip as much. They don't eat the things that everybody else is eating. And it's weird. Just chill out and, we'll just move along with the crowd and just come with us and be normal and don't do weird things. That doesn't mean you have a mitzvah to be weird. That's not the lesson here. But the lesson is that at first, when a person is moving along the track of greatness, that track is going to set him apart from the crowd. It's going to make him look strange. And there's nothing wrong with that, because ultimately what starts off with him looking like a zar, like a weirdo, is going to end up like a zer. It's going to be a crown for him. And that's an important lesson to take from this week's parsha, and I'll end it over there. Shabbat shalom.